We did.
We did. Alright, so the first game of the night. TC Snitch versus Tilt Gaming. I am Mr. Kelvar Macaroni. Joining me is Mr. Brent Acid Coconut Kitchen. Mr. Brent.
Hey, macaroni!
Why are you so quiet? Were you like 5 miles away from the microphone?
Well, yeah, that one I was setting up the Twitch stream on my alternate devices.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. Something I should probably do.
Yeah.
But my phone's be buzzing all over the place because of the Slack thing right now. But oh well, whatever. Who cares? No one cares about that right now. Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so these teams, unfortunately we don't have Chiming Chimones versus Hodors, which was supposed to be the match of the night. Because Hodors had to cancel. Again, another unfortunate issue. And this will now be the match of the night. I believe, if I'm correct, both of these teams are sitting at very similar standings, both at 4-1. So yeah, both of them are tied for second right now. So this could be an awesome match.
Battle for the top of the leaderboards. I believe the team that gets second here should probably secure their spot in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Am I corrected?
So. I think so. I haven't done the math yet. Someone do the math for us. We're really bad at that kind of stuff. But anyways, we get to see this right now. We finally get the last ban out, and obviously it's going to be the ban of Ari against Grandma's Nips. I don't think
get rid of the Nips.
anyone wants to see that ever again. I mean, we want to see it, but
yeah,
I don't think a team wants to see that again.
No, Ari's just too strong. Schnitz have been able to use Ari. There's too much success to allow that to get through. It's a smart ban from Tilt. Smart ban.
Yeah, in all honesty, it just was one of those massive wind conditions for TC Snitz. I think just whenever he gets his hands on that Ari, Grandma's Nips shows very strong aggression and just dominates lane and the map. So, smart up ban from them. I also like the Shen ban because Shen is just an overall power pick in terms of map control. So I like that very much. But we got 8 seconds before the first pick comes up, and it's a Nautilus!
Nautilus. Top lane Nautilus.
That's still 100%, right? 100% pick ban?
100% pick ban so far. Wait, no surprise. Nautilus has just been super strong, super tanky, and it's an absolute beast coming out of the top lane.
Yeah.
Or even support sometimes too, but I know Nokia has favored the Nautilus top in a lot of matchups so far, so I would imagine he's going to look to do it again.
Is this going to be a copy-paste of what we saw? It so far is. The Malphite Udyr picked up for Tilt Gaming. Peoples has had success on Malphite, and Ravi, I think, had a pretty damn good game on Udyr as well last week.
Yeah, the Udyr is actually surprisingly, to both of us, been playing super well lately. Had a really rough start when it first got brought out here, but it seems to have found its niche. And then Peoples on Malphite is going to be pretty scary for the back line of Snitz.
Well, we'll have to see how Snitz responds with this. They only have their potential top laner in the Nautilus, but that is a lot of CC to bring just to one lane, so we'll have to see just how well it does work for them, as Malphite and Udyr have pretty good engage in their own kits. And the Vi hover with the Lux. Okay. I like that a lot.
Quigglebeak on the Vi. Pretty expected. I mean, I'm not sure he's been on another jungler this season.
I don't think he has. I'd have to look back at the stats, but I really don't know. I have seen him play a lot of Vi, but I love the Lux pickup here. I think that's a really smart pickup, especially in the mid lane. And Udyr, you know, you have less area to travel in the mid lane with the Lux to get to the turret with the Udyr gank, and then the binding can just say, lol, no thank you very much, so.
Yeah, well, the Morgana, though, could be that counter, get that black shield on the Udyr, give him a little bit more mobility in these team fights, avoid all those bindings and stuff. And I really like this Jhin pickup. He's not very mobile, but he's super strong.
It's a Jin, everybody. I think we've only seen it once, and it actually lost, if I recall. I can't remember who played it, but this is, I think, the second time in the tournament it has been played. I don't know. Fruto has been one of the stronger 80 carries in the tournament, and if anyone can pull it off, it's probably him. So I'm really curious to see how well he does play this Jin, because we haven't seen much of it in this tournament.
Yeah, that Soraka hover for a second would have been a good pickup, I would feel. But Halo War Chief may go a different direction of this Thresh. Try to counter out that Jin's immobility with just some strong engage. That's what it feels like Schnitz is thinking here.
Yeah, I think the Thresh is more likely than a Soraka. There's not that much poke on the side of Tilt. It's not necessarily needed. And Lucian has a very strong aggressive lane as it is anyways. So with the Lucian lock-in, it's probably the Thresh. And it is. So
there it is.
Woohoo!
Yep. Gonna be that Thresh. He's gonna try to get those hooks when Jin sets up to start doing some damage.
I'm really curious to see how Fruto plays with these mines, though. I have not played against many Jins. I just haven't, and I'm curious to see how he plays around them, because that's a new mechanic to this game in the bot side. You don't generally see all these mines all over the place, so curious to see where it goes. Oh!
Talk about mines, we get some more. That could be a zillion. It could be a zillion anywhere.
Yeah, that could be anywhere. I'd expect it in the mid lane. But honestly, we'll have to see until they trade, because that could go pretty much to the mid or support right there. And I don't remember. Utopian Duck, I think, has played Zilean once, if I recall. But nope! It's a Malzahar. Joke's on us.
Malzahar in the mid lane. I'm not too sure I like that pick, especially when you got the Malphite Udyr coming in. Malzahar is going to be that's just strong immobility out of the Tilt team.
Well, I can see where the Malzahar comes into play here. It's all about picking someone out, especially with Malzahar in the sense where he just kind of ults you and then laughs as you die. If Udyr finds one pick, one stun, pop, Malzahar is like, ha, you're dead. Insta-kibs with the ultimate, so I can understand that. And then I guess Peoples with the, potential engage of his unstoppable force with his ultimate. We'll have to see how this team comp plays out, because right now it doesn't seem like much of a team fight comp, more of just a pick with a little bit of backup team fight in Malphite's ultimate right now.
A little bit skirmishy. I would have rather liked to see a Victor there.
Yeah, I much would have rather seen the Victor there as well. I think that would have just been a better pickup there. But Malzahar does have the wave clear that he needs with his disease, whatever the heck it's called, and then I can understand it. I would have rather seen the Victor though.
Yeah, the Victor would have provided a lot of AoE damage. Combo that up with the damage and zone that Malphite's gonna be putting down in Udyr. Keep his gen a little bit safer. Would be able to peel with the gravity field, but alas, it's the Malphite, it's the Malzahar. So he's just going to have to live with it. They're going to try to focus out that Lux, try to catch the Lux. But if Nip stays far enough back, really shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this goes, because on the side of TC Snitch, they do have quite a bit of engage with the Vi, with the Nautilus, and then the Lux shields, and all of this burst damage as well. So I'm not too sure how to win. If I had to go based on team comp, I'd say TC Snitch. Mr. Brent, who do you think will... Actually, before I do this, before we make this bet, before we make this, whatever you want to call it, let's make a poll. Alright, who do you think will win? TC Snitch, exclamation point TC Snitch, vote TC Snitch for TC Snitch, or exclamation point vote TLT for Tilt. Who do you think will win? And let me know why. Bam! Alright, Mr. Brent, who do you think's gonna win?
I got it. My vote has to go to the Schnitz here.
Alright. Damn it.
Too much team fight on the Nautilus Vi. Too much engage that the Jin's not going to be able to handle. And the only target that Malzahar has is going to be this Lucian, because Lux should be staying far enough back. And then once he builds the Merc Scepter or the Quicksilver Sash, that won't be a problem at all. I think Schnitz just has it with a better drafted team composition.
Yeah, I just think the champions in TC Schnitz's lineup fit a lot better together. Whereas Purple Team, Tilt have more of this kind of, I don't know, they have the surprise with the Jhin. We don't know what Jhin will bring to this game, in all honesty, because we haven't seen too much of it, and Fruto picking this up could be a game changer. However, there's really a seeming lack of cohesion here on their team, but we'll have to see. We've got 30 seconds in the delay. It seems like TC Schnitz are in the lead, but we got some last-minute votes for Tilt coming in, so it's definitely possible that they pull this out. I definitely have learned not to count out a team just because of a team comp.
No.
So.
And these are two of our top-ranked teams fighting over second place right now. So it should be a good game nonetheless. And you know what? Maybe Tilt makes up to work with this.
Yeah, it's possible. We'll have to see. I just have learned after countless games of casting this North American Amateur League that you never, ever, ever base it solely on team comp, because it just, you get shafted. It's just how it works, you know? you never can expect it.
Once you get in the game, right, everything goes out the window.
Definitely. I could not agree more. And now we're in the load screen. You can see right there the Be Back Soon page. That's the games we have scheduled for today. We got TC Schnitz versus Tilt right now. Then we have a scrim between Shimones and Requiem. Followed by that will be Requiem and Funk. And then to finish off the night will be Team Fire versus Digital Esports. And here we go.
Yeah, all right. We're getting in here. Look at these masteries. Nothing too big. Jin's running that, was it that War Chief? Or, what's it,
Warlords.
Warlords, that's what it is. War Chief.
You're the 80 carry, man!
I know, but nobody uses that one.
Bro. Maybe you should learn a thing or two from Fruto. You know, this Jhin.
I should.
This Jhin, man. It's gonna be big, I can tell you right now.
Yeah, so we'll see. Those, that guaranteed crit on that fourth one means he's going to be able to make use of that mastery the entire game.
Yeah.
Instead of just kind of late game like most other 80 carries that pick it up. So that will help him sustain a little bit more in the lane and come out a little bit, stronger. So when he crits, he's going to get that life shield back and that move speed. So
yeah,
we'll see.
It's going to be crazy to see this. I don't think I've seen a Jhin do well in this tournament. We've seen one other, and this one's.
I wouldn't mind seeing Jhin do well.
No.
The traps would be nice, and the way Jhin does damage is pretty interesting. So it makes for very, very complex team fights.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how it plays. Really curious, because I honestly don't know the intricacies of Jhin yet. I haven't, looked at him enough, and funny enough, I haven't had time to play League of Legends the past couple of weeks, so I really don't know enough about it.
It all revolves around that fourth shot.
Yep.
If you can come in and do damage while he's only got 2 shots, or if you can start a fight when he's low on shots, then you severely limit his damage. Whereas the fight that happens with 4 shots or right after he reloads, you're gonna be in a little bit more trouble. So if Penguin War Chief and Grandma's Kisses is obviously changed his name. It's Living Paradox, isn't it?
No, Living Paradox is actually out. He couldn't play. This is a sub.
So maybe a sub. But anyways, if Lucian and Thresh can get in there right after he fires that last shot to auto attack to CS, make him just choose between farming or trading out damage, then they should be able to take advantage in that lane early, especially with Lucian as a bully champion.
Yeah, I can imagine that how it's gonna go, but we'll have to see once this hits about 5 minutes, or if there's any action early. Grenades popping. They actually have pressure in this lane a little bit. They got the early wave push, so not expected because of his auto reload mechanic. But hey.
Yeah, he's able to span out those abilities, but that should turn around once level 2 kind of happens. Thresh Lucian does have a stronger level 2 if they can even out these minion wave. these minions. They should be able to do as that bounces back from the tower. That shouldn't be a problem for him.
Yeah, wet noodle fight up on the top. Anchor versus Rock. What wins?
Looks like the Rock got a little bit ahead, but the Anchor's going to be swinging back pretty hard as we go later in this game.
Nautilus, to effectively trade, needs to play around his passive, and he just kind of kept autoing without use of his passive. But I expect Nautilus to do well because he is still a Nautilus. So
he may. Well, we'll find out after this Robbie gang top. He's looking for it. Nautilus is pushed up. No work cards. You didn't see it happening. Here comes Ravi coming in. He is going to get the stun. Malphite's doing damage. No mana to follow up with the cheese wheel, but 2 flashes come down to try to get him out on the turret. Ravi follows up. The bear stands stunned for the first blood.
Wow. Oh, the binding.
We got mid lane gank trying to answer from Quicklepick. Doesn't go Schnitz's way as Utopian Duck turns it right back around on Grandma's Nips and picks up the 2nd blood for his team.
Oh, man, that was a big bad thing happening in the mid, honestly. Just completely forgetting about Malzahar's poison just kind of really made Grandma's Nips just instantly get gibbed right there. So unfortunate for that. But nice up in the top lane, blowing 2 flashes for a kill. Overall, pretty worth. Now it's 2 kills for Tilt. And
yeah, the Space Aids did a lot of damage there. Kind of just worked him down slowly, and just before Grandma's Nips knew what happened, he was dead.
Yep. Something that just Malzahar things, man. You forget about the purple Space Aids, and then you contract it and you die after, 5 seconds or so of continuous Space Aids. So, oh well. She'll be fine. She's a long-range caster. Lux should be able to farm and stay safe under lane. Not let Malzahar do too much with that.
That shouldn't put Grandma's Nips behind too much. He should, as you're right, he should still be able to be effective throughout all stages of the game. Even though he's down a little bit of CS and down that kill now, just being on that innate strong power champion. And he definitely likes to carry for his team, so he should bounce back no problem.
Yeah, and he should actually be able to push this into tower as Lux, and Malzahar should miss a wave at least if Grandma's Nips does properly push it.
Even out that CS advantage.
Yeah, exactly. So it's definitely possible.
Still more noodle fighting in the top lane. Very interesting. Now in the bottom we see that Grandma's Kisses and Penguin Warchief are starting to bring the aggression back onto Fruto and Baked Cake. So far they haven't found the right window, but they are definitely looking for it. They kind of keep poking that out.
Yeah, we can see that is actually a pretty about an 8 farm lead for Fruto in the bot lane on Jhin. So actually,
which is surprising.
But
Jhin really shouldn't be ahead in farm, or at least he definitely shouldn't have so much health. If he is, you got to make him choose between the farm and the damage.
Yeah, play around that crit, I suppose, right?
Yeah, and so far, Kisses and Warchief haven't quite been doing it. The Thresh has been a little bit too far back. They are worried about that Morgana pick.
Yeah, I assume that Lucian should be having the pressure down here, but it is a sub. Binding lands. Ooh.
Oh, here we go. The hook. Penguin Warchief gets it as Quicklepick comes in. Jhin going down to half health. He's a quarter, forced to flash. Vi's trying to chase up on the kill, but they will get out under the safety of their towers. Only the flash and the exhaust burn. Utopian Duck starts to rotate down. And top lane, Ravi comes in for round 2, and he will get a 2nd kill for his team. As Nokia Battle Axe, which is way too far pushed up.
Ooh, that was really well done by Tilt there. They immediately saw Quicklepick in the bot lane, and as soon as they did, they sent Ravi up top to gank the Nautilus, who didn't have flash up. So, very smart play there. And GS ultimate.
The ultimate, that is going to be a dead Lux. Udyr's going on the turret. The Space Aids are taken down with the Ignite. And he goes down.
Wow. That's what you got to worry about with Malzahar, because as soon as he was walking, I was like, he's got ultimate! Like, you're about to get hit by a moving vehicle! You know? You ever seen that Dane Cook joke?
I have not.
You know, like, you're about to get hit by a car. You see someone about to get hit by a car, and you say, you want to scream out, you're about to get struck by a moving vehicle, move! But all you get out is, Because it happens too fast.
I would actually, it would just be funny to watch him get hit. But
Uh-oh.
in the top lane, Peoples got hit by that anchor. So that's going to allow Nokia to finish his kill on the flash. Even that up a little bit in the top lane. Get himself some much needed gold.
Well, Nautilus is going to be getting tanky. He's got his null magic mantle, or null magic mantle. Or Negatron cloak. What the hell am I talking about? And he's got his cloth armor, so he'll start to get tankier as time goes on. I'm not too worried about Nautilus. He will eventually get to the point where he's just a hassle all over the place. So
he should get to the point where he's just painful to deal with, no matter who you are. And so far, Peoples might have gotten that message. Robbie's been doing a great job keeping Nokia locked down, who is also one of the other carries for the Schnitz team. So Tilt doing a great job putting pressure where it's needed, getting them a 2,000 goal lead and 3 kills above Schnitz.
yeah,
So far, Schnitz has been doing a good job.
but look at this. Nautilus at the top lane has died twice, but still has more farm than Peoples. Grandma's Nips has died twice in the mid lane, but still has more farm than Utopian Duck. It's very telling. They might be getting early kills, Tilt, but they're just slowly losing the farm, it seems.
Yeah, except bottom lane. Kisses is not doing very well against Fruto. Fruto is just coming out and just playing Kisses like a freaking fiddle.
Oh, well.
There's just no remorse down there, no mercy, no quarter given. They're already level 6. Lucian just hit 6, and War Chief is also a level behind. So this Morgana has been able to zone him out, allowing Fruto just 100% free farm in this lane.
Yeah, we'll have to find out if Fruto's real name is oh no.
Nokia, round 3. As Ravi comes in, he's down to half health. He's got no flash. Peoples knocks him up with the unstoppable force. The shield's going to keep him alive for just a little bit longer as Ravi picks up the kill. Was it long enough? Saw his mid lane to rotate up as Vi comes in with the help of Lux. Utopian Duck is coming up the river, so they have limited time here. Quicklebix already going to flash away, trying to keep his life, and Ravi picks up a double kill in the top lane.
That's huge, actually. This Ravi has been all over the place. He hasn't actually been all over the place. He's been top lane 3 or 4 times, and he's gotten 4 kills for it. If something's working, why would you stop doing it? And honestly, Nokia keeps overextending, and he doesn't have vision. He has a pink ward, or Peoples has the pink ward up on the top river bush. They never know Ravi's coming up there, and he doesn't have flash again. He's just overextending over and over and over, and it's costing his team a lot.
It's almost like these ganks are on replay. Like you said, Ravi has just been constantly up there. Hasn't even been needed. Bot lane is Jin's now 26 CS up at 10, 11 minutes. So that's a substantial amount there. And Malzahar's got his 2 kills after successful early gank. So really, as long as top lane keeps extending out so far, he will keep abusing it. Now, mid lane, we see Vi trying to come in and abuse his Malzahar, who was pushed way up on the turret, but Nips missed the ultimate, so that means Ravi's here to start doing damage. Utopian Duck escapes with his life. Nips is trying to find a return kill, but it's too tanky on that Udyr.
Oh, if that ultimate had only hit, it would have been a different story. But unfortunately, underestimation there. Nice hook.
Here we go, action in the bot lane, the hook, the thresh box. This should mean the life of Jin.
Oh!
One hit. The calling comes out that will seal that deal. And I bet Cake gets out as Nokia teleports down to try to help. Now they may even turn on the dragon. Peoples is in the mid lane though after already rotating. Nokia just a little bit too far behind.
Oh man, and now they use the TP down there, so they have to force and push this lane to get this turret to make something of that teleport from Nokia Battle Axe. They have to get at least damage on it, but they should be able to get it unless Ravi says otherwise here.
And they know People's teleports down. They didn't even attempt at this dragon. Quicklebix wasn't even on the map for it. So the bot lane here may be in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Udyr's coming in quick. The black shield means no flay away. Is going to do it. The Lanthers are going to try to pull out Grandma's Kisses to safety,
Oh!
but the Morgana binding locks him up in mid lane. The Space Age plus Ignite once again drops Nips. Now they're trying to dodge the ultimate. The last one's a crit. It doesn't kill. And Schnitz gets out with flashing red.
He walked into that one. Whew. I shouldn't hold my breath. It's really bad for my health when I see that kind of stuff. They're really lucky they got out of that with their life with the Udyr flash. Stun.
Oh, completely. 100% lucky. And Jin is going to push in a wave and a half. Mid lane, Utopian Duck's going to get a turret, and then the team's just going to turn on the Dragon. Tilt is just absolutely just outclassing Schnitz right now.
Yeah, which is weird because I thought Schnitz would just... They were pretty even in the standings. Both of them seem to have similar team styles. And Schnitz, honestly, I feel like has a better team comp. But right now, Peoples and Tilt are just literally running circles around them.
Yeah, in the top lane, Peoples ran out of mana, but Nokia is just too worried about a gank to kind of commit fully on it. He's not sure where Ravi is now in the bottom. We got Quicklebit coming in. Gonna lock up that Jin, who only has one shot left before he has to reload. Ibe Cake's already half health, but they will get out under the safety of that turret.
If Vi had hit that Q, that may have been a different story, but the Black Shield from Morgana meant they couldn't really follow up from it. But they should get a substantial amount of damage here. Oh,
yeah, and they're still looking to press the issue. Thresh starts to tank. Here comes Lux, gets one on the ultimate Jin. He goes very low. The binding's going to finish him off. Now Morgana's the only one left. Flashing
no!
Red or close to it. Mid lane. We see Malzahar pushing in as Thresh did fall to that Jin.
I think he died to a mine.
Yeah, I think he hit that Lotus trap and lost his life for it.
Yeah. Or some. Maybe he got hit by a turret shot. I didn't actually see. But either way. That's unfortunate.
Either way, Jin Fruto was able to successfully trade away a kill. Not too bad. And now we saw turrets trade there, mid and bottom. The mid inner, though, for the bottom outer means Tilt Gaming has the advantage in that, as Ravi and Utopian Duck are just proving very strong with 7 out of 8 of their team's kills.
Yeah, TC are just very behind in this game, it seems. Every step they make is a reactive play. It's not a proactive play, and it's really costing them here because you never want to trade an inner for an outer turret, especially if it's mid-turret. You know, losing that opens up the entirety of the map to Tilt, and right now they're just going to completely dominate the map with ward pressure and coverage as they're going to be pushing in top here. So, and no one's even responding to it.
Nobody's even close to coming into this turret. Tilt is just still is 100% outclassing Schnitz right now, which is crazy. Nothing we even expected.
And it's not that they're a bad team either. They're both very good teams. We've seen them in the past. But right now, something's wrong with TC Schnitz. They're just not feeling it or something. I'm not sure.
They just may not have been practicing as a team this week, or maybe just not having a good game, but Schnitz is definitely not firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, definitely not. Something's getting some sort of kickback here. Maybe it's the sub, maybe it's, I don't know, just a Tuesday. You know, had a tough day at work. It's all possible, but Lux is very in a very aggressive stance.
Yeah, we said Nips should be safe if he stayed far enough back, but so far he's not been able to find that correct distance. Now Quicklebit's gonna try to come in here mid, but Ibe Cake is just gonna stop that up, and Utopian Duck goes right back in on the re-engage.
Oh.
And here comes Peoples, a great flash from Nips
Hey.
is gonna keep him safe. But Thresh is gonna lose his life. No remorse for Penguin Warchief. As the fight still continues, after Ravi came back in, now Malzahar did find the double. Jin's gonna find Nokia with that curtain call. Udyr does get stopped up, but Peoples is hungry. Flashes for it, cheese wheels, grabs him on Nips, and they go deep under inhibitor turret for it.
That was just complete lack of communication there from TC. It's good team fight from Tilt to realize that they didn't have all members there. Grandma's Kisses was in the bot lane farming and pushing, and he didn't even actually push it enough to tower. And TC Schnitz engaged on a 4v5. They had Nokian Battle Axe ult and Q in. and it cost him 3 deaths and an inhibitor tower, and then disinhib.
Is this game going to end pre-20 minutes? I don't know. This might be the quickest one we've had. As Tilt just decimates Schnitz.
Yeah, I did not expect this. These two teams are, in numbers-wise and percentage-wise, the closest teams in the league with the exception of the 2 bottom teams. So, the hook of destiny.
Kingdom Warchief is not having a good game either. He's been finding some hooks, but not the right ones that he needs. A little bit of a poor performance, and that's not what they needed against this Jhin Morgana. They really need to be on point to shut that down early. And not being able to do that means they now find themselves just about 15 CS down, a kill down in the bottom lane. And it's pretty much the same story across the map.
Yeah, that's actually pretty massive. This lead started so early on. Tilt just got kill after kill after kill off of Nokia Battle Axe in the top lane, and Utopian Duck soloed out Grandma's Nips in the mid lane, and which is again something I didn't expect. Utopian Duck and Grandma's Nips, both of them on paper are very similar mid laners. Both of them have very good KDAs, very good records. But right now, you would think that Utopian Duck is just the step above Grandma's Nips, and I did not see that coming into this game.
That Ahri ban made it just been all of Nips. Nips could have just been one trick.
Yeah, I don't
Not
know.
being
We've
able to
seen the
play.
Lux before. We've seen it before, right?
Yeah, we have. Nibs did play Lux very effectively in previous games, but you wouldn't even be able to tell that just looking here.
It could just be one of those games, Brent.
One of those games for the whole team, it feels like.
Yeah.
As Schnitz just keeps getting strangled out here. Lucian gets rooted down bottom. Suma Binding followed that up from Morgana. But they shouldn't be... That turret down there shouldn't be too long. As the Rift Herald disappears, the Tilt team moves on to their second dragon. And there is nothing Schnitz can do about it.
Nah, they can't even contest this. They just need to push out the lanes and deal with mid right now, because right now, Quicklepick is useless. He's sitting there on protection duty in the mid lane from super minions, and that's not where he needs to be.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's anywhere Schnitz needs to be at the moment.
They need to be at their base crying right now, honestly.
They need to be in the fountain, and Tilt is just all too willing to send them there. As they're just getting pushed out. Now, we did see Lucian bring back the CS disadvantage. He's down to 10, or just under 10. But watch out. Here comes Ravi and Utopian Duck coming down. Threshold's gonna miss as they see them coming through the tri-bush. Uh-oh, Kiss is in a lot of trouble. He does get out with a flash dash, but he did leave Penguin Warchief to die.
My life for the king is the motto of the supports, if I recall correctly. But it's what, 10,000 nearly gold lead for Tilt? And
yeah, just above 10,000 with that turret kill. Now, Nokia did kind of prevent Peoples from pushing in top as they both ran out of mana, but Peoples is going to rectify that by soaking up this blue buff. Uncontested almost. We'll see if Nokia decides to come in. He is positioned for it. But while he's top lane, his team is losing the bot tier 2.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do about this.
Sure. No.
They can't.
Kisses is stuck in mid.
Yep.
Clearing the inhibitor. Lux Laser comes out to wave clear. The Thresh Hook does land on the Malzahar, but no trigger pool there. Penguin Warchief, no confidence to go in, and I'm not sure they would have won it anyways as the Space Aids nearly killed the Vi.
Yeah.
He had to flash that Udyr, so make sure Ravi didn't kill him.
At this point, you really just got to concede your outer towers, retreat back to your base, and hope the next team makes a mistake soon at Baron or Dragon or something, because there's even with that lantern or that hook landing, going into that would have been a death wish and probably would have ended in a triple kill for Tilt Gaming.
Yeah, so maybe the time has passed to have Schnitz any hope of winning this game. Now, Nokia is trying to find hope of escaping, but People's going to come in with the unstoppable force. He is going to be able to take the lantern out, though, and Nokia Battle Axe will live for now.
Yeah, which is not the story of the early game. But
No.
the
At least
Xerath
he learned,
portal.
though. He's learning from his mistakes.
Yeah, he took the lantern. It's all right. It's a start, right? That's how you
It
go.
is. It is a start. It's a start until the next team fight when you die once again.
Yeah.
Because your team's down 1,100 gold. And now they're trying to clear out the Xerath portals. So they're not getting pushed in so hard. No luck
Ghost.
doing that as a 5-man from Tilt moved their way up into the top side of the Schnitz jungle. The inhibitor did come up. Now hook on Malzahar. This could be the
Oh.
fight. Nihilus and the Luxalt combo send Utopian Duck into the red, flashing. The rest of the team not quite able to follow in as they got chunked out. Morgana picked up the Vi and Jin picked up
Oh.
Nokia. And now Ravi's going under turret. Doesn't even care it's there. And will be able to pick up the kill on the Grandma's Nips.
Awkward
And
ult.
Fruto, where are you curtain calling?
Awkward ult. Yes.
Rest in peace his skill as
Oh.
Penguin War Chief gets out barely with his life. Nips is trying to save, I guess is the best word for it, his base, but salvage maybe the situation. But so far, Tilt didn't lose anybody. They have everybody up and everybody ready to go. And they are still going as they lock him up. Nips is forced to flash as he ults back. Everyone's flashing low from Tilt, but they're just not able to finish the kills. Peoples comes in, and he will die under the Nexus turret as the rest of his team gets out.
Yeah, they didn't even take the inhibitor there, so I guess that is a win for TC Snitch, even though...
Seems like Nips salvaged the situation.
Yeah, or just a massive overextension from Tilt. I mean, that was
Getting
just...
greedy.
I think that was Tilt being their, typical tilty, aggressive, and cocky selves, where they just spam emotes and BM all day. So...
Yeah. Look at this trap there. It's going to time out, but it's right there in the middle.
Walk on
not
it.
going to do
walk
any.
on
Not
it,
going to kill anybody.
Walk on
but-
it. Walk on it. Oh.
No, like I said, it's gonna time out. No, Thresh just wasn't able to get it to explode. I'm waiting for Fruto to just stack up 5 in a bush and wait. And just pop anybody, because right now he has so much damage. Infinity Edge, another BF sword, plus that Rapid Fire Cannon means he is hurting.
Yep, to say the least. He's just gonna be starting to wreck people right now. I mean, you see Grandma's Kisses, and he's actually... Oh, Udyr.
Robbie coming in, gonna get hooked up, but he just doesn't care. He's at the point where he is super strong. This is 2-on-3 right now. As Malzahar comes in, makes it a 3-on-3. Now Morgana over the wall does find the binding onto the Vi, and Udyr's going deep into the backline, gonna lock up Kisses, and Kisses is gonna go down here as the shield rolls off from the cheese wheel, and down goes Thresh as well. 3 for nothing so far with 2 open inhibitors.
Ugh.
Vi is barely able to get out with their life as well, but the Malphite ultimate is coming up soon. They managed 3 kills without having to use 3 of their ultimates. So this should be the end for Schnitz.
The cheese wheel takes it again. Quicklebeck and Grandma's Nips, the only 2 left to survive, and I
Nope.
don't think they
He
can.
goes down. Now Nips does return that on the Peoples, but Tilt is going to have it in our quickest game of the season, of Season 3.
Well, you're a
I
little
start
hypey
being
there,
out of
man. You're
bounds.
wrong with that stat, bruh.
Am I wrong with that? Stat? It doesn't matter. Tilt doesn't care. They're onto the Nexus. Just kiting around Nokia Battle Axe right now. Nexus staying alive. It seems like Tilt doesn't even care to finish it off. And now they go, just doing damage. A little bit of the BM. Fruto gets locked up. He will find a death. But his team is going to find the win, no problem. And Tilt just
It'll happen.
absolutely decimating the competition.
We got there in the end. It only took, what, an extra 10 minutes past what it should have been? I honestly did not expect that game to go like it did. I thought TC Snitch could come out on top, but I guess the sub, I guess just a couple of things, messed with their heads. In all honesty, Tilt came out really strong. Getting those return ganks to the top lane. Udyr got 4 kills pre-10 minutes, it seemed. And that just kind of spelt the end for TC.
Digital Esports, better watch out. Tilt swinging back.
All right. we're gonna go back.